Centaur, your kind of company.
Mi gente, buenos días, una mañana muy hermosa para todos ustedes. Feliz y bendecido jueves. Bonita mañana tengan, esperamos de que ya lo estén disfrutando. Un nuevo día que el Divino Creador nos regala. Es un viernes con alta temperatura y le voy a mencionar más adelante, por supuesto, cuánto estará la temperatura el día de hoy. Eso será en el reporte del tiempo, porque en estos momentos yo quiero desearles todo lo mejor que este día pueda traerles. Gracias por su sintonía, gracias por estar con nosotros. Esperamos de que usted lo disfrute a lo máximo, que sea un día fructífero para todos ustedes, lleno de mucho positivismo, de buena energía, de mente clara, que usted pueda estar enfocado en lo que usted quiere, ¿verdad? Recuerde que el Divino Creador siempre está con nosotros. No hay que olvidarnos de darles gracias, de darle gracias por este día tan bonito, tan hermoso, por darnos las cosas simples de la vida. Recuerde que todo lo que tenemos, lo tenemos gracias a Él. Todo, nuestro talento, nuestro hogar, nuestra familia, todo es con la bendición del Divino Creador. Un jueves maravilloso para mi gente en Corozal. Espero que estén bien, gozando de este día. Fecha 23 de abril del 2026. Saluditos muy especiales para ustedes, especialmente a mi gente en las aldeas que forman el bello distrito de Corozal. Aquí en Nueva York también hacemos llegar ese saludo con mucho cariño. Bendiciones para ustedes, especialmente usted que nos acompaña en las aldeas. Feliz mañana. Saluditos también para nuestra gente en San Pedro, la Isla Bonita. Saluditos para ustedes con mucho cariño. Ciudad Belice, se les agradece el favor de su atención, mi gente de habla hispana. Todo lo mejor que este jueves pueda traerles. Saludos también para nuestros amigos que en estos momentos están viajando en ese autobús. Todo lo mejor de este jueves, energía al 100%, positivismo, mente clara. Chofer del autobús, enfóquese en la carretera. Este mensaje va para usted. Recuerde que usted tiene uno de los trabajos más importantes. ¿Por qué? Porque la vida de usted y la de sus pasajeros está en sus manos. No se olvide que usted, como sus pasajeros, tiene gente que los está esperando de regreso a casa sano y salvo. Entonces vamos a darle la dicha de volvernos a ver. Tenga mucha precaución, por favor. Saludos también para usted que está conduciendo su vehículo privado. No le cuesta nada abrocharse el cinturón de seguridad, que eso podría salvar la vida de usted y la de sus pasajeros. Bendiciones a mi gente en Belmopan, San Ignacio y Santa Elena, Benque Viejo del Carmen, en Socots y más allá en el sur de nuestro lindo y hermoso país Belice, Dangue, Gastanque, Punta Gorda y Toledo. Muy buenos días, sean bienvenidos a otro segmento de su programa número 1, Despierta Belice, la cultura norteña.
This program is brought to you by Smart, bringing people together. Shell One Stop, your number one convenience store. Centaur Cable Network, we bring the world into your home. And Centaur's Express Plus, streaming entertainment.
Bonito jueves para todos ustedes, fecha de hoy 23 de abril. Vamos a ir saludando en estos momentos a nuestra gente que está de plácemes. Mil disculpas, mi gente, no podemos estar a través de nuestras páginas en Facebook debido que ayer cuando pusimos el video de esa situación de abuso doméstico y aunque se le empañó lo que es el rostro de la mamá y del niño, bueno, se miraba cómo le daban al niño de golpes y creo que por tal razón Facebook nos cerró la página básicamente para poder poner en vivos. Entonces tenemos que estar así por 3 días. Entonces, mil disculpas. No es que no queremos ir a través del en vivo por nuestras páginas, pero se nos hace imposible. Estamos en nuestra página de YouTube. Ahí nos puede buscar, ¿verdad? Ahí está el en vivo. Nada más mientras, nos saquen de prisión. Eso es. Feliz mañana para ustedes. Para nuestra gente que está de cumpleaños, este saludito va con mucho amor y cariño. Les deseo todo lo mejor. Y con el siguiente tema musical, les demostramos mucho cariño y les deseamos que hoy más que nunca el Divino Creador le derrame con muchas bendiciones las mañanitas para ustedes.
Está la mañana, hoy que vengo a saludarte. Venimos todos con gusto y placer a felicitarte. El día en que tú naciste, nacieron todas las flores. Y en la pila del bautismo cantaron los ruiseñores. Ya viene amaneciendo, ya la luz del día nos dio. Levántate de mañana, mira que ya amaneció. Del cielo quisiera bajarte 2. Una es para saludarte y otra es para decirte adiós. Volaron 4 palomas por toditas las ciudades. Hoy por ser día de tu santo, te deseamos felicidades. Con jazmines y flores este día voy a adornar. Hoy por ser día de tu santo te venimos a cantar.
Este lindo tema musical, por supuesto, dedicado a toda nuestra gente que en esta fecha están de cumpleaños. Usted que hoy amaneció de pañalitos mojados, de mantelitos largos, tirando la casa por la ventana, le deseo todo lo mejor hoy en su día muy especial. Que cumpla muchos años más de vida, que el divino creador les derrame con muchas bendiciones y que hoy más que nunca usted lo disfrute a lo máximo al lado de sus seres queridos, amigos y esas personas muy especiales. No se olvide que solamente cumplimos año una vez al año y disfrutarlo, gozarlo no hace daño. Entonces hoy más que nunca yo espero que usted sonría de oreja a oreja, no permita que nadie le empañe su felicidad, no permita que nadie le robe esa bella sonrisa de ese lindo rostro que Dios le ha regalado. Que usted coma rico pastel, que disfrute de ese almuerzo, que reciba muchos abrazos, muchos halagos, muchos besos. ¡Mua! Aquí le va este uno con mucho amor y cariño. Y lo más importante de todo, bendiciones por parte del Divino Creador. Felicidades hoy en su día muy, pero muy especial. Vamos avanzando con el programa, por supuesto. Bueno, nos queda mucha tela que cortar. Ya les pedí disculpas y me mandaron saluditos de onomásticos. Por favor, mándelo a través de mi WhatsApp 670-9177. Allí pueden mandar saludos o sus comentarios durante el transcurso de estos días, ya que no podemos estar con el en vivo a través de el Facebook. O nos puede encontrar en nuestra página en YouTube. Ahí nos puede encontrar para recibir toda la información por parte de nosotros que estaremos entregando el día de hoy. Muy bien, vamos avanzando con el programa. Ya son las 7:19 y en estos momentos vamos a conectarnos con nuestros amigos ahí en el Servicio Meteorológico de nuestro país para recibir la información sobre el clima. ¿Altas temperaturas el día de hoy? Yo creo que sí, pero vamos a conectarnos con los expertos. The General Weather Forecast is up next. Forecast for today, April 23rd, indicates the following. All right, we are going to be experiencing fair weather throughout the course of the day. For the next 24 hours, sunny skies with a few cloudy spells. Clear to partly cloudy skies tonight. Showers, if any, will be isolated. Winds are blowing east to southeast at 5 to 15 knots. Sea state is light chop. If we take a look at the extended forecast for tomorrow, Friday, it calls for similar weather conditions during the course of the day and night. Let's cross over and take a look at the temperatures. Highs, the coast 88 degrees Fahrenheit, 31 degrees Celsius. Inland 95 degrees Fahrenheit, 35 degrees Celsius, and the hills 81 degrees Fahrenheit, 27 degrees Celsius. Low temperatures for tonight, the coast 80 degrees Fahrenheit, 27 degrees Celsius, inland 70 degrees Fahrenheit, 21 degrees Celsius, and the hills 64 degrees Fahrenheit, 18 degrees Celsius. Let's look at the tides. Low tide expected at 7:58 this morning and then at 10:27 tonight. High tides at 2:28 this afternoon and then at 4:55 tomorrow morning. Sunrise this morning was at 5:31, sunset this evening at 6:11. Moonrise at 11:20 and moonset at 12:48. El reporte del tiempo para el día de hoy nos indica que tendremos condiciones relativamente estables a través del país. En la próxima 24 horas, cielos soleados, parcialmente nublados esta noche. Vientos soplan del este al sureste, 5 a 15 nudos. El estado del mar es moderado agitado. El pronóstico avanzado para mañana viernes nos da a entender que tendremos condiciones similares a las de hoy. Vamos viendo las temperaturas altas. La costa 88 grados Fahrenheit, 31 grados Celsius. En el interior 95 grados Fahrenheit, 35 grados Celsius. Y en las montañas 81 grados Fahrenheit, 27 grados Celsius. Las temperaturas bajas, la costa 80 grados Fahrenheit, 27 grados Celsius, interior 70 grados Fahrenheit, 27 grados Celsius, y en la montaña 64 grados Fahrenheit, 18 grados Celsius. Vamos viendo las mareas. Una marea baja se espera a las 7:58 minutos esta mañana, luego a las 10:27 minutos esta noche altas, 2:28 minutos esta tarde, luego a las 4:55 minutos mañana por la madrugada. La salida del sol esta mañana 5:31 minutos, puesta de sol esta tarde 6:11 minutos, salida de la luna 11:20 minutos y la puesta de la luna a las 12:48 minutos. Ahí está el reporte del tiempo para el día de hoy, cortesía del Servicio Meteorológico de nuestro país y esta empresa. The General Weather Forecast brought to you by the Belize National Meteorological Service and Center. Gente, escucharon el reporte del tiempo para el día de hoy. No se olvide que a través del 106.7 de tu radio Fiesta FM, usted también puede mantenerse informado sobre los cambios en las condiciones de clima en nuestro país. Ahí la lectura con nuestros colegas locutores. 7 de la mañana ya con 24 minutos. Buenos días, mi gente, ¿qué tal? Doña Marta, usted se asegura de comunicarse, ¿verdad? Bendecido día para usted, gracias por estar con nosotros. Es un gusto saber que nos acompaña. Fíjese que nosotros tampoco podemos mandar ningún mensaje a través de la red social, ni siquiera por parte de mi página personal, porque estamos vinculados a la página de CTV3. Entonces, sí se nos puso pero color de hormiga con esta situación de Facebook. Yo creo que igual como Facebook, nosotros debemos de ser estrictos en ciertas partes, ¿verdad? Eso es. Mi gente, fíjese, rápidamente porque me tengo que ir a la pausa, porque a las 7:30 vamos a atender a nuestros primeros invitados. ¿Qué es lo que está pasando? Ayer les estaba hablando sobre ese niño que aparece en ese video, en donde el compañero de hogar de su mamá, estaban argumentando mamá y el compañero de hogar, aparentemente le da de golpes a la mamá y el niño se involucra en esto. Eso es exactamente lo que pasa. ¿Usted cree que un niño que ya puede pensar por sí mismo va a aceptar que le estén dando de golpes a su mamá? Especialmente si lo ve una y otra vez, y esto es un oficial de policía. Y ayer actualmente no logramos hablar en detalle sobre eso, pero ojalá que logremos poder hacer eso, aunque sea mañana, porque estos son cosas que realmente suceden. Y yo entiendo el debate que se lleva a cabo en estos momentos, porque ninguna mujer debe de permitir ser abusada, mucho menos que su relación empiece a afectar a su hijo o a su hija o a sus hijos, ¿verdad? Eso es un no. A lo mejor yo estoy equivocada, pero a muchas de nosotras nos enseñaron a ser mamá primero y luego empezamos a pensar en nosotros. ¿Por qué? Somos personas quienes hicimos nuestra propia decisión. Y el momento de que usted ve que alguien le da de golpes a su hijo porque intenta defenderla, o le da de golpes a su hijo por ninguna razón, sin ninguna justificación, no, eso no se acepta. Y yo sé que la mujer está recibiendo muchos ataques en estos momentos, especialmente como mamá, no como mujer, porque dice, si la mujer quiere seguir aguantando, bueno, ella sabe hasta dónde, ¿verdad? Pero si hay niños involucrados, esto ya es otra situación completamente diferente. No hay que aceptarlo, mi gente. Esto es un oficial de policía. Es una persona que debía de defendernos, debería de defender a nuestros niños, a las mujeres, a la gente beliceña, ¿verdad? A la gente que vive aquí en el país de Belice. No solamente tiene que ser los beliceños, sino todos que vivimos aquí en el país de Belice. Ellos juraron hacer esto. Entonces entendemos todo el debate que se lleva a cabo a través de la red social. Pero mis mujeres hermosas, ustedes están pasando por esto, por favor, no lo permita. No lo permita, es injusto para sus hijos. Es realmente injusto. Y eso es exactamente a lo mejor en donde las leyes tienen que cambiar, ¿verdad? Vamos a poner ciertas legislaciones que aunque usted ya no quiera cargos en contra de esta persona que le hizo daño, sea usted o a sus hijos, usted no puede decir, ya no quiero que continúe el caso en corte. Salió otra situación a la luz también, en donde vimos que la mamá de este pequeño puso hasta su fotografía a través del Facebook para demostrar que su padrastro le dio de golpes. Y esto está sucediendo. Es más de lo común que nosotros quisiéramos pensar. Pero me tengo que ir a la pausa en estos momentos y al regresar vamos continuando con nuestra conversación esta mañana a través de su programa Despierta Belice, la cultura norteña. No le cambie que regreso con mucho más para ustedes.
My name is Dr. Rosita Jimenez, and I'm a general laparoscopic surgeon. We have just finished an emergency appendectomy, and we're now moving on to our second operating theater for our laparoscopic gallbladder screening. Basically, this is very easy to diagnose. Simple abdominal ultrasound or a pan-abdominal ultrasound can give us the diagnosis. Laparoscopic gallbladder removal surgeries, 90 to 80% of the time, are done due to gallstones. However, there are other conditions like tumors, malfunctioning of the gallbladder that also are reasons to get a laparoscopic surgery. We also have an amazing CT scan and X-ray unit who work hand in hand with our doctors. Instruments used in laparoscopic surgery are chokers like these. It makes it easy for us to do the surgery through these entry ports. The recovery process is excellent. And basically, within a week, you are back up, ready to do your job, your daily life activity, like if you hadn't had this surgery.
with more of Despierta Belice, La Cultura Norteña, 32 minutes after 7 o'clock. A very pleasant morning. If you're just joining us, it's a beautiful Thursday morning. And joining us for this segment, we have no other than, he likes to be referred first as the Orange Walk Central Area Rep. And then he goes, then you tell me I'm the Prime Minister. I am, first of all, the representative of Orange Walk Central. So we have the Honorable John Briceño with us this morning. And we also have a Councillor Alondra and a Councillor Kadir joining us. And we're going to be talking about an event that will be taking place here in Orange Walk, organized, of course, by the Orange Walk Central Executive Committee and the Town Council. Prime Minister, good morning. How are you doing this morning?
Good morning. Good morning. Kami, as always, it's a pleasure to be here on the Despierta Belice, along with my colleagues from the Town Council. And I'm talking about a very important initiative.
Yes.
And I know that a lot of times, we always talk about young people, we have to cater to young people or do things for them, or even for Mother's Day and Father's Day. But a lot of times we tend to forget the elderly. Mm-hmm. And I remember my mother was very active in Helpage when she was alive, and she was always looking out. Her parents were very old. My grandfather lived to 102 and my grandmother to 96. I don't live that kind of age, but I'm just letting you know. But the important thing is that she said, you really need to do things for them, because we get so busy that we forget about them. And they need company, they need companionship, things to do. They're just sitting home. And so to this day, we still continue to help each in any way that we can. Mm-hmm. And so after the night market, we were talking with the town council, the members, and including the mayor. And then and my committee said, well, why can't we do something? I think it was Grassy he said, in Merida, on Sundays, they block off a portion of one of the principal streets. And there they have live music, and you see a lot of families out there, but especially, she said, she saw some of the older people that go there to listen to those, mm-hmm. the music of their times, And I'm very happy that the town council said they're going to join us and to be able to organize, which we hope is going to be a memorable night for our, as we say, the golden citizens.
Yes.
But to all Orange Walkenians to come out. But it's principally for them, but we should try to go out as much as possible to be able to support them. But Leandra, you could...
Of course. And go ahead, Councillor.
Yes, so this event, as mentioned, it's being organized by the Central Executive Team along with the Orange Walk Town Council. This big event is happening this Sunday, and it's no other than the Ritmo de Oro. It's catered for our elder individual, for the 60-plus community, where live music, entertainment...
That's not for you coming.
No, definitely.
But you could go and support.
Yes.
You could take your dad.
Yes. Yeah, I will take my dad.
I don't want to say who involved in this room, but if you say a name, a whistle...
Actually, I believe that both generations will come together, yes. The young and the older generation as well, because I believe they will take their parents. Mm-hmm. So I'm inviting the public to bring their parents, to bring their grandparents. There's going to be live entertainment with, we're going to have DJ Saga, we're going to have Hijos del West, all the way from Cayo.
The marimba
band. Yes, that's a marimba band. And we're also bringing the Mariachi de las Flores. I believe it will be the first time coming to Orange Walk. Yes, it's all the way from Belmopan.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
So this is our first time we do this event in Orange Walk Town. I mean, like PM mentioned that, sometimes we tend to forget the elderly. So I mean, this is a start. Maybe sometime we could include it every year after this. Mm-hmm. But I mean, we have to appreciate them, because I mean, they have we roots. They have we foundations of our life. Mm-hmm. Without them, we wouldn't be even here.
Yes, exactly.
I like Councillor and PM mentioned, inviting the public. I mean, it's not only for the elderly, but I mean, like Councillor said, you bring your mom. My granny is 84, so my mom definitely will carry everybody.
Oh, I mean, you make her your granny.
I want dance with my granny.
Okay.
I was about to tell her, and your granny love to dance.
Yes, I want dance with she out
Rosie, she's such a lovely lady.
Yes, she is.
I was speaking and promoting the event, and some people say, I will take my grandma, but I will stay around because I like these types of music. Music like boleros,
Oh, yeah.
funk music, rancheras. These are the types of music that we're gonna have. So it's gonna be a live atmosphere that will take us back a little back in time, but at the same time, bringing back time for us to be able to relive those memories with our elderly
line.
individuals.
And PM, are you getting positive reaction for these types of events that are being organized? We talk about the night market. That has been a huge success. Now we hear about Ritmo de Oro for our elderly.
Well, that's the thing. I think it's important for us to be able to create events for citizens, and we think that, especially now, more and more people want places to go. They want activities to be taking place in the community, and between the town council and myself and Minister Bernard, Kevin, and Monchi, we have been making a lot of investments in infrastructure, in streets and parks, for instance, drains and so forth. And so now people want to say, well, then if we have all of this that's being done, then let's find ways how to use it. And that's how we came with the idea where they said, well, let's try out to the night market. And it's been a success beyond what we expected. And I know everybody wanted every month, but it's a lot of work. So I think we said we're going to do it, I think, every other month. And then when we saw this, how people, responded, and that they come out with their families, and at the night market, I visited every stall, and everybody that had food, they sold everything, and they had to bring more food because a lot of people were there. And so that's when the idea came up and said, well, why can't we have try to have a big activity at least once a month or so forth? And that's when this idea came out, and I'm very happy that the town council did join us because because this one, we're not going to do it too late at night. We're going to do it in the evening. It's the 4?
It's from 4 to 7.
From 4 to 7.
Right.
And then we want to do it right in front of the town council.
Okay.
By that time, the sun is going down, and there's already shade, and I think we have some tents, I imagine.
Yeah,
We're going to have some tents, but it's going to be out in the open, and so that we could have these activities there, and our golden citizens, they don't go to sleep very late, so we want to do it at a time when they still have energy and they can go out there, hopefully dance, see old friends, and reconnect, and just have a great time, and let us make them feel special. They are special, but many times we tend to forget because everybody is so busy with life, going to work, taking care of the children, to school, and all of these activities. So we were very, very excited, and then to bring the marimba group, Los Hijos del West, yes. I was going to say Los Boys del West. I don't like Pulo Briseño. How is it changing?
That's live marimba.
Yes.
And they are really good.
They're
They're
really
famous
good.
countrywide.
Right.
And the mariachis,
Mariachis de Flores
Right.
from Belmopan.
So, and this is all free of cost. You
Free
just
of
come
cost.
out and you enjoy.
Yes, free of cost.
Right?
So,
Okay, so somebody's asking if they will actually have like chairs for the elderly and tables, or some people they can bring their chairs along or something like that.
I think we'll be providing some couple chairs.
Okay.
You feel free to bring your own if you want to.
Yes.
If you want to feel comfortable, then you can
Exactly.
bring your own.
To enjoy the music.
Dance a little while, then you
Then
rest
you
in your
sit.
chair, and then you dance again. Yes.
All right.
I for sure can't keep up with Miss Ross's.
Yeah.
I want you to dance.
Right. And you would be surprised, if the marimba guys would play a little bit of faster beat, our
They will
elderly
dance.
would dance.
But
they
they play all
Yes.
sorts of music.
All right. So remember, it's going to be held on Sunday, and that would be on Arthur Street, right?
No, it's going to be on Queen Victoria Street.
Oh,
Queen
right
Victoria.
in front of the town council.
Oh, in front of it,
Yes.
on the highway, basically.
On the highway, you're gonna block
Okay.
the road so
Okay.
that divert traffic around,
Okay.
so
good
that
to know.
then people
Good to
can safely use that whole area
Okay.
for
all
that.
right.
So
Okay, great spot to do
Yeah.
that. It will attract a lot of attention. Well, let me leave you guys to, of course, invite the public to come out. We are talking with the Prime Minister, so he has a commitment, right? So let's go with Kader and Alondra, and then we end with the PM.
So just invite the public Sunday night from 4 to 7. Come out and enjoy this event that we do, because the events that we do and the Prime Minister do is for the people of our job, and not on our job, but to everybody who willing to come and enjoy. If you're from Corozal, you could drive 45 minutes or and enjoy the event. You're invited too. So at the same time, we want to say thanks to Smart for being one of the big sponsors for this event.
Yeah.
So come out and enjoy with us and come dance with me too.
Right. Well, Kadir mentioned Corozal PM after this, you can get messages from Corozal Town Council. Like,
Yeah,
you have to join with us also to do something similar for the elderly.
Yeah.
Go ahead, Councillor Alondra.
I just want to remind the public that Orange Walk town in a whole, with all the ministers, we try to be an inclusive municipality where we cater for different activities for different age range. So I'm once again invitando a los abuelitos, a las mamás que saquen a sus parents a este event. Va a pasar de las 4 a las 7 más o menos y va a estar enfrente de Orange Walk Town Council. So vengan y vengan a tener un buen tiempo porque el ritmo no envejece.
All right.
La verdad, estoy alegre que Alondra empezó a hablar en español, porque eso es lo que iba a decir, ¿no? También tenemos que tomar la oportunidad también para invitar a todos, en especial los aldeanos, ¿no? Hay muchos aldeanos también de edad que pueden venir a visitar.
I shared an invitation to the Help Age organization.
Yes.
Since I work closely with them. I shared it to them, to the Help Age community, so I'm really hoping that they will
Right.
come out for this evening.
Ya, sí, entiendo que Ted Peralta está trabajando, nos está ayudando también. Y él también trabaja mucho con el Help Age, el grupo Help Age. Así que también es importante para que podamos invitar a los aldeanos también. Eso no solo es para el pueblo, pero para todas las aldeas y pidiendo a todos a los hijos o a todos quien tiene acceso a un vehículo, que si pueden traer a alguien de edad que puedan venir a disfrutar esta noche, ¿no? Desde las 4 a las 7, pero eso no quiere decir que a las 7 todo termina, ¿no? Realmente estamos enfocando desde las 4 a las 7 para los aldeanos que pueden quedar y bailar y escuchar toda esta música, pero creo que va a ir un poco más después de las 7 de la noche. Y que vengan acá y sí, va a haber unas sillas y mesas, pero como estaba diciendo Kadir, si puedes traer tu silla, pues trae tu silla, obviamente, ¿no? Y yo creo que va a ser una noche muy memorable, y espero que salga mucha gente, que tengamos muchos éxitos. Y si es exitoso, creo que obviamente será algo que podemos hacer tal vez cada 2 meses o algo, porque es importante mostrarle a nuestros abuelos, nuestras abuelas, a nuestros papás, los que ya están todavía vivos, y demostrar que no solo les decimos que los queremos, que los amamos, pero también para demostrarlo, y como un concilio, y como los representantes Monchi y Kevin y yo, trabajando conjunto con el concilio, podemos tomar esta oportunidad para hacer algo memorable, hacer algo especial para la gente que han trabajado muy duro para nosotros cuando estábamos ya pequeños o jóvenes. En muchas ocasiones, como siempre digo, se nos olvida, pero lo que tenemos en hoy día, los éxitos que tenemos en hoy día es porque nuestros abuelos y nuestros papás hicieron su trabajo, hicieron una buena fundación. Así que nosotros ahora tenemos que construir encima de esa fundación que ellos han hecho. Y espero que en el futuro, cuando nosotros ya somos ancianos, ¿no? Nuestros hijos o nuestros nietos se puedan recordar también que hay que dar gracias a esa generación por el trabajo que hicieron. Así que, como es el círculo de la vida, ¿no? Así es. Así que realmente me da mucho agrado para poder decir que no estamos haciendo algo para la gente que han trabajado mucho para Belice.
Pero primer ministro, una persona dice, dígale al primer ministro que nosotros los viejitos podemos ir hasta más de las 7 de la noche.
Pues que queden hasta más de las 7, por eso decimos, los que quieren quedar después de las 7, pueden quedar.
El ritmo no va a parar a las 7
el
de
ritmo
la
no
noche.
para.
No para el ritmo.
Pero realmente, Cami, gracias para darnos la oportunidad para poder hablar con el pueblo, no solo Orange Walk, pero todas las aldeas y los de Corozal, las aldeas de Corozal o hasta los del pueblo de Corozal. que quieren llegar acá, por favor, que vengan, estamos en casa. Somos una gran familia beliceña, así que todos están invitados.
Este domingo, desde las 4 de la tarde, enfrente del Palacio Municipal, aquí en Orange Walk. Bueno, primer ministro, muchísimas gracias por estar con nosotros y por supuesto los consejeros también, y les esperamos ver el domingo aquí en Orange Walk. Vamos a tomar una pausa.
A las 4 de la tarde.
A las 4 de la tarde.
Hasta las 7, pero vamos a ir más de las 7. A los que quieren, ¿cómo decir? Los ancianos jóvenes pueden quedar hasta después de las 7 de la noche.
Mejor lo ponemos de las 4 hasta que el cuerpo aguante.
Hasta el cuerpo
Que el cuerpo aguante. Pausa comercial y ya regresamos con más de su programa Despierta Belice, la cultura norteña. No le cambie.
My name is Dr. Rosita Jimenez, and I'm a general laparoscopic surgeon. We have just finished an emergency appendectomy, and we're now moving on to our second operating theater for our laparoscopic gallbladder screening. Basically, this is very easy to diagnose. Simple abdominal ultrasound or a pan-abdominal ultrasound can give us the diagnosis. Laparoscopic gallbladder removal surgeries, 90 to 80% of the time, are done due to gallstones. However, there are other conditions like tumors, malfunctioning of the gallbladder that also are reasons to get a laparoscopic surgery. We also have an amazing CT scan and X-ray unit who work hand in hand with our doctors. Instruments used in laparoscopic surgery are chokers like these. It makes it easy for us to do the surgery through these entry ports. The recovery process is excellent. Basically, within a week, you are back up, ready to do your job, your daily life activity, like if you hadn't had this surgery.
Welcome to a new era of civil registration in Belize, introducing new digital services through the Civil Registry and Vital Statistics System, CRVS. This transformation is designed to make accessing vital records faster, easier, more efficient, and more affordable for all Belizeans. You can access vital records needed for business, travel, healthcare, and other needs. If you prefer face-to-face assistance, our friendly and efficient staff are here to help. The CRVS now offers both e-certificates and paper certificates. The CRVS is designed for all Belizeans, from government officials to professionals, from rural communities to our migrant population. The new CRVS, digitally connecting citizens to all vital statistics services. To learn more, visit our website and start using the CRVS today.
Hola, señor chofer camión de caña. Una pregunta. ¿Cuántas entregas al ingenio hace durante una zafra? ¿No lo sabe? ¿Le gustaría saberlo? ¿Tiene un teléfono inteligente? Pues es todo lo que se necesita para trazar y registrar sus viajes. Presentamos Smart Grow. Directamente en tu celular, traza y registra cada tonelada de caña y entrega del campo a la fábrica. Con la función Track and Trace, obtienes datos en tiempo real que sí importan. Revisa los IDs de tus campos en CIMES. Conoce exactamente de qué campo viene tu caña con identificaciones precisas. Traza sus toneladas entregadas por día, por semana, por mes, durante toda la zafra. Los totales semanales te ayudarán a estar al tanto de todos tus pagos. Visualiza tu ruta entregada y duración del campo al ingenio, todo en tiempo real. Cada viaje se registrará automáticamente en la app. Tu historial completo de entregas, todo en solo un lugar. SmartGrow te provee prueba de trabajo que puede ayudarte a solicitar préstamos en el banco. ¿Cómo empezar a trazar? Es muy sencillo. Solo presione Iniciar y que comience el trazado y registro, Track and Trace. Y aquí, para lo dulce, al final de la zafra, los 5 conductores con más entregas registradas en la aplicación ganará un premio especial de BSI. ¿Qué estás esperando? Descarga SmartGrow hoy mismo y lleva tus datos de entrega al siguiente nivel. Traza, registra y gana con ello. Cada entrega cuenta. Haz que cuente con SmartGrow.
The Ministry of Infrastructure Development and Housing advises the public of ongoing works for the upgrading of the George Price Highway between La Democracia and Belmopan. A contract was signed for the civil works to reconstruct this segment of the highway, and the project is expected to be executed over the course of the next 3 years. The works include widening of the roadway, construction of passing lanes in industrial zones, traffic separation within village limits, scarification and improvement of the pavement and running surface, raising of the road in flood-prone areas, application of hot mix asphalt pavement, construction of major and minor intersections and a roundabout at the entrance to the George Price Boulevard, entry and exit points for the new hospital to be built, the construction of a bridge at Mount Pleasant Creek, and the provision of road safety furniture to modernize road infrastructure and improve user safety. Every effort will be made to execute the works in a manner that minimizes road user inconvenience. But all road users should expect and plan for travel delays within active construction zones. Please, drive safely. Do not speed. Do not drive under the influence of alcohol or drugs. Do not drive recklessly. Please be courteous, respect other road users, adhere to the direction of traffic safety personnel, and drive with due care and attention.
The Vital Statistics Unit is undergoing a digital transformation. This transformation is designed to make accessing vital records faster, easier, more efficient, and more affordable for all Belizeans. The CRVS offers 3 main types of services. You can register births, deaths, marriages, adoptions, and even apply for a deed poll to legally change your name. You can make amendments and corrections to existing records. Information services cover the issuance of various certificates for records that are already registered. Each certificate will now include a unique QR code, which can be scanned and verified. You will also receive regular updates on your application status via email or SMS. The new CRVS, digitally connecting citizens to all vital statistics services. To learn more, visit our website and start using the CRVS today.
That's me. My data done and I really need to get my ARA out today.
Really? Well, you can join our Smart Group plan.
Really? How that work?
Easy, let me tell you. Whether it's family, friends, or your small business, we've got the perfect plan for every group. More members equals more savings, more connections. Smart's group plans bring the connectivity you love to you and your circle. No one gets left behind. Explore Share One package option and add on unlimited data, calls, and SMS for the entire group for less than $50 per member. Visit any Smart showroom countrywide or email sales@speednet-wireless.com to sign up today. Smart, bringing people together.
ExpressNet now has up to 400 megabytes of high-speed internet. Choose the speed that fits you. From faster browsing to faster gaming. Connect more devices at once. Or bundle it with Express Plus and HBO Max. Internet and streaming entertainment, all in one.
Yeah, faster starts here.
Sign up today at any Centaur office or contact us to get started.
From Belize to Mexico, the journey of football's greatest moments will unite nations. Mexico, the only country to host the World Cup 3 times, 1970, 1986, and now in 2026, you can be a part of the game with Centaur. We're sending you and a friend to experience the opening of the World Cup firsthand. 2 tickets, flights, 3-night stay, and daily cash. One incredible opportunity. How to enter? Sign up for one of our new Express Plus bundles. Remember, faster speeds mean more entries. Existing customers, keep your account at 0 balance or pay in advance to be eligible. Plus, engage with us on social media for even more chances to win. The 2026 World Cup in Mexico awaits. Don't just watch, be part of it and score big with Centaur.
Hey, Mr. Cane Truck Driver. Quick question. How many deliveries do you make in one sugarcane crop season? Do you know? Do you want to know? Do you have a smartphone? Well, that's all you need to track and trace your trips. Introducing Smart Grow. From field to factory, track and trace every delivery, every ton recorded right on your smartphone. With Track and Trace, you get real-time information that matters. Check your CIMIS field IDs and know exactly which field your cane comes from with accurate field IDs. Track your tons delivered by day, by week, by month, and by the entire crop season. Weekly totals help you stay on top of your payments. See your delivery route and duration from the field to the factory, all in real time. Every trip is automatically recorded in the app, your full delivery history all in one place. Smart Grow gives you proof of work that can help you apply for loans at the bank. How to start tracking? It's very simple. Just press go and let the tracking and tracing begin. And here's the sweet part. At the end of the crop, drivers with the top 5 most deliveries recorded through the track and trace feature will win a special prize from BSI. What are you waiting for? Download Smart Grow today and drive your deliveries data to the next level. Track and trace. Win with it. Every delivery counts. Make it count with Smart Grow.
are back with more of Despierta Belice La Cultura Norteña. It's 7 minutes after 8 o'clock. If you're just joining us, thank you so much for being in tune. It's a beautiful Thursday morning. And of course, as you know, Thursdays we talk town council business. We've spoken a bit about that event that will take place on Sunday. On the next break, we'll be talking about the possibility of vendors being out there, because some people are asking if vendors will be permitted. We're just trying to get information about where they will be located, so as not to cause any confusion. All right, but since it's Thursday and we talked on council business today, we have Deputy Mayor Fernando Sanchez joining us, and Councillor Kadir remained with us this morning. Good morning, guys. How are you doing? Well, Kadir don't say he did do good. He went over dance Sunday with the granny and all kind of thing happened out there. But Deputy, how are you doing this morning?
Good morning, Ms. Carmen. And first of all, I'd like to thank you for giving us a space on the show, and thank God for giving us a wonderful morning. And yes, I heard the councillor speaking about taking out his grandmother to dance. So, Orange Rock, we need to hold Kadir accountable. Sunday, everybody carry on a phone and video that this magical moment that will, happen on Sunday. But Ms. Camp, for everything, we're good, and thank you once again for having us on the show.
All right. Okay. Well, let's kick off our conversation this morning. Of course, talking about that clean fee that has been introduced. Do we have any updates? What has been the response of the community when it comes to that?
Ms. Carmen, first of all, I would like to thank all the residents who has given us that confidence in the program. Up to yesterday evening, our collectors have gathered throughout the entire municipality $15,500 being collected, whether that be $5 a week or $20 a month. Some have been paying the yearly, but that is what we have collected so far, and that is just about approximately 8-9 days of working during the week. And our guys have been doing an excellent job, and the residents have been responding to us nicely, with also giving us their concerns, But our sanitation department has stepped up to the plate, and now with the new compactor trucks, we have practically the town under control, and with the garbage situation being handled nicely, with the zone and the rotation and the timing, people are going slowly adjusting to the new time, because sometimes they still get texts, but they not come, but they just reach, and due to the new allocation of the zoning, due to the new compactor trucks, as I mentioned the last time, holding more garbage, collecting more garbage. Our compactor trucks now are holding 15 cubic yards of compact garbage. That's the two compactor trucks. Then we have the little jack truck, the green one, holding 7 compacted cubic yards. When you compact the truck, that's the amount of garbage that it holds. And we have been doing an excellent job when it comes to the collection of garbage. And like I mentioned before, we are already up to about $15,500 in cash revenue that we have collected. And we want to continue to encourage the municipality to bag their garbage, continue to partner with us, and all the residents that have been contributing with us to continue and encourage others to do so. Because as the councillor went out with us, I believe it was this week, the work is speaking for itself. The garbage is being collected on time. The workers feel pretty much energized with the new trucks also, because it's faster, it's a little bit lower, it's easier to chew up. All of these little things play a key role, Ms. Carmen, and hence the reason why we had to make the compactor trucks that we got to our modification, to our specification, because we at the Orange Rock Town Council know our workers, and we know the time it takes to pick up this garbage, but it is going quite well for us,
All right.
And then Ms. Carmen also mentioned these collections that we don't do, it could either be through the tax collectors that go wrong by foot, through online deposit, or the walk-ins at the cashier. So the residents are cooperating with us, and they're paying $5.
Okay. Let me ask. It's 5 zones that we have, right? It's basically 5 collectors, and they are divided into how many zones?
Divided into 8 zones.
8 zones. Okay. Is there a particular zone where we are seeing a high percentage of payment where, you know, our residents are willing to make their payment, because it's always good to big them up, you know. So if you know you live in zones such as this, you will say like, oh wow, you know,
You want to talk
my
competition
people
stuff?
are no, well, you know, it's always good to big up people of what zone. I am what, in which zone, San Lorenzo housing site. So I want to know exactly how our people are doing. Is there a particular zone where we're seeing, you know, residents are actually positive about all of this, you know, and they're willing to make their payments?
Yes, Ms. Cam, you know, I want to use the phrase, if you allow me to refer to my notes. Zone 1 and Zone
Madam
3.
Speaker,
Yeah, I'm
please.
sorry, Madam Speaker, you know. Zone 1 and Zone 3 have been contributing the most. Zone
Okay.
1 and Zone 3.
And those are which streets? You have the streets there.
Yes, ma'am,
It's just good to pick up these people, you know. It's nice to hear when the community is working hand in hand, and probably some people will go like, shucks, I did a zone 1 and I don't make my payment yet. My, you know, my area is actually paying, contributing to this new initiative. So let me do the same.
Yes, Ms. Khan, we're talking about streets like Belmont Pan Street, Benkevejo Street, Beaumarin Avenue, Cactus Street, Corwell Street, Dangrega Street, Ladyville, Orchid Drive, you know, Pomona Street, Punta Gorda Street, San Pablo Street, San Fish Street, San Martin Street, all of the area around the Union Town, Basketball Court, you know, coming down by the Mendes, Mr. The Clinic, you know, all this area around here. Those are the streets that I am referring to.
Okay.
And then when we go to Zone 3, we're talking Antigua, Asuncion, Aurora, Baker Street, Barbados Street. All these, the Caribbean islands is around Caribbean, the Caribbean called the Chicken, if I'm not mistaken. All those areas, yeah, it's mostly in the central. Then we have like Dunn Street, Fonseca Street, George Street, as I mentioned, Grenada Street, Guadalupe Street, you know, that's where RB's is, Arlos, Market Lane, you know, Queen Victoria Avenue, San Antonio Road. So the residents that live around these areas are the ones that are contributing the most. We have them collecting the most, you know, so that's Zone 1 and Zone 3. You know, if I read out all the streets, then we're going to take up all the time, but Ms. Kami, right, that is a good point that you just stated, you know, that we must give them kudos and must give them recognition because they are being responsible citizens and partnering with us for the cleanup fee.
Exactly. All right. And remember, you can do so weekly, or you can do so monthly, or you can make your payment yearly, right? And there are different methods. Now, I have a few questions that some people have been asking, you know, about the cleanup the cleanup fee. We already know that it's based on household per household. It has nothing to do with the amount of garbage bins that you have. So if you have 3 garbage bins, the council will pick that up once you make your payment of $5. But a question that has been popping up is, if I don't take out my garbage bin for a week, some people want to try to beat the system. You know, and it's good that people ask these questions because both of them are related. One, they say, if I don't take out my garbage bin for the week, council doesn't pick it up. They will pick it up till the following week. I don't have a lot of garbage in my bin, you know, so I don't need to bring that out. I can wait. Do you still have to pay your $5? That's number one. And number 2 is, if I go away for a whole month, or maybe for 2 weeks, or maybe for 3 weeks, I won't be producing any garbage. Nobody will be at home. Do I still have to pay that fee?
These are some questions and stuff that we are trying to find a solution to. I mean, like we mentioned, this is a new.
They are being asked, right?
Yeah,
are these questions being asked to you guys too?
Yes, it is. Like I said, Ms. Cam, it's something new that we implemented to the town, and like, you know, just like the residents are having questions, we are trying to find a solution because we would self. No, we try adjust. So I mean, that's a tough question to ask, but I mean, we would still suggest that if you could.
No, and just to add, Councillor, that's a fair question. You know, a question that we really need to sit down, as you are saying, and analyze and you know, come to an agreement with that. Ms. Cam, I want to tell you for your first question that you said, if I hold my garbage bin and I take it out a week after. Well, yes, because then we will still go and pick up the same garbage that you left from last week. So we will still send you the bill, you know. I mean, that is just required for us to send you a bill because we are still providing you a service. Now, if you will not be here for a month or something like that, you can always contact the council and say, you know what, I, Fernando Sanchez, will be going to the World Cup for a whole month. I will not be here for the entire month of June. Can I be excused of you know, not paying the garbage fee today or for this month because, you know, I will not be here. But the councillor said it right, Ms. Cam, with this cleanup campaign fee is a living document. And we have a lot of questions that we need to answer, sit down and work out. But, you know, that is the avenue, that is the way that we are going to, for us to, you know, get it concrete and get it solid for us, for it to benefit the residents of the municipality.
Right, and it's good because it opens the mind of the council itself, the employees, the councillors, the administrators, to see, you know what, well, we didn't think about this, but let's see how we can find a solution so that it does not become a problem later on, you know. And there are some other areas of questions. For example, people ask how many households actually in Orange Walk that you all are catering for or targeting at this time. I think it was mentioned 3,000 plus.
3,600 around the year.
Like I think they mentioned 3,500 or 3,600, something like that. I can't really recall. But residents want to know, where did you get that data from?
Well, actually, we employees go out and check the amount of houses on the street.
Okay.
So that's how we base it up, because we can include the empty lots. You know,
no, obviously.
So we try to find the houses them around. So it was a process before we suggested, like, you know, before we did the consultations in the different areas.
Okay.
So we had a lot of background work to get done before we could sit down and, you know, this is what we want to do, or this is how we will do it and everything. So
so we're talking about recent data, basically.
Yes, Ms. Carman. I would also like to add, as the councillor just mentioned, it has to match up with your property tax collection also too, right? Not saying that, you know, you paying one property tax doesn't mean that two households is not in the same yard. But it kind of matches, and then from there, you know, as the councillor said, they went out and they say, okay, well, in such and such a land, they have two households. Okay, here there's only paying one property tax. And that is how we went gathering information, and at the same time excluding businesses. Because remember, not to get the residents confused who are listening and watching the show, but the business side, the business sector, they have their own fees for the collection. So not because you see so many structures going on, oh, they got housing, that might be a business, that might, you know. And then we also came up with those who have businesses and are living in the same establishment, you know, Ms. Khan. But just to answer your question again, we did our background work, we did our data collection, and that is the number that we came about with, you know.
All right. Now, probably would be good if the next time, probably the mayor, when the councillors come in, if we would be able to show and separate, you know, so many households is what we are looking at, so many businesses, property tax. So at the end of the day, you know, because people always ask about these financial issues, because some members of society that I spoke with go like, okay, so how many households are we talking about? Because the last time, I think, when the mayor was here or the councillors were here, we made some calculations, 3,500 households that at $20 a month, but or a week per year, and they came up with their own amount of money, and then they go like, but this is separate from the business. From what businesses pay. So when they all that up, you know, the first question that came up, it doesn't add up to what was shown on screen. It's more than 700,000. You know, so probably just because I do know that the mayor has said, you know, transparency and accountability. We want people to see that, you know, we're willing to work, we're willing to invest this money, which has been invested, because we understand